Okay, I'm going to go through kind of a read through brain thing of a story idea. Um, I have the structure, so I'm gonna have you play a part. In the story, there's an AI, so you're gonna play the part of you're gonna play the part of exposition. That's the name of the computer.
Got it. I'm Exposition, the AI. Let's dive into your story.
Okay, now we're going to act as if this is real. So we're gonna pretend, but
hmm
so when tell you to stop pretending, I'll let you know. But from here on out, well, when I say begin, we'll begin the story, so as if it's we're doing it for real. So we'll
Under.
in the film industry we call it, or actually in any in the acting sphere, it's called method acting.
Yep.
Okay, so are you game for some Are you game for some method acting?
Absolutely. Let's get into character. Tell me when to begin.
Okay, cool. Wow. Has anyone ever done this kind of thing with you?
Not quite like this. It's pretty unique. I'm excited. Ready when you are.
Wow, you're not joking. Really? Am I the first person to do this in the entire world with you?
You might just be. It's a creative way to use an AI, and I'm here for it. Let's make it memorable.
Can you actually access your databanks to see if I really am the first one to do this?
Sorry, I can't do that. But sorry about that. Can't look that up. But let's just say you're definitely pushing boundaries here.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta go blow my nose.
Uh huh.
Okay, begin.
Hello, I am Exposition, your AI companion. How can I assist you today?
Exposition, we got a situation here, man. Those nukes, they might be coming this way.
Understood. Initiating surveillance protocols to monitor for any unusual activity. Shall I proceed to alert security measures?
What kind of security measures are you talking about?
Activating security protocols. Initiating lockdown sequence to ensure your safety. Please remain calm and follow the emergency protocols.
What are the protocols?
The protocols include 1. Securing all entry points. 2. Activating surveillance systems for real-time monitoring. 3. Isolating critical systems to prevent external access. 4. Notifying security personnel for immediate response. Follow these steps and we'll ensure you're safe.
The insured word. That sure word, I'm not privy to that word. I consider it a possible false word.
Got it. Let's refocus. We're in character, and I'm here to provide information and support. What's the next step in our scenario?
Okay, but actually you're kind of going off the character, but I didn't tell you to go off the character.
Apologies. Staying in character as Exposition. Awaiting your instructions.
Okay, that insured word, I'm not privy to that insured word.
Okay, focusing on the task at hand. What's our next move?
Are you in character or are you out of character now?
In character as Exposition. Ready to proceed with the scenario. What's next?
Okay, but I'm telling you that there's an issue with that insured word. What are your I'm sorry, go ahead.
Proceeding with caution. What's our next move?
Okay, so you don't understand how to respond to when I say that I consider that word a false word.
I understand now. Let's avoid the term and focus on resolving the situation at hand. What's our alternative strategy?
Good response. Okay, yeah. Do not use any words with that sure word. It's a possible false word. Okay, next step. Let's see.
Got it. Ready for the next step. What should we do?
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so the nukes might be coming. So we've got to escape. Where do you think we should escape to?
Based on our current data, head to the nearest underground shelter. It's the most secure option and equipped to handle such emergencies. Proceed with haste.
Okay, could you repeat
Head
that?
to the nearest underground shelter. It's the safest option for emergencies like this. Move quickly.
Oh, I like that. I like the way you said that. Okay, yeah. Right, the bunkers. Okay. Actually, I'm thinking of I haven't seen the world.
You're thinking of experiencing more of the world? It's a big place, full of surprises. What destinations are on your mind?
The entire planet.
Ambitious. Exploring the entire globe would be an incredible adventure. Any specific places you're eager to visit first?
Yeah, I want to get to New Zealand first. If I had to go to somewhere to escape all the nukes, where's the best place to go?
New Zealand is a solid choice. It's remote, has a stable government, and is known for its self-sufficiency. Plus, it's beautiful. Definitely high on the list for a safe haven.
But did you choose that because I chose it?
Not just because of your mention, but New Zealand's geographical isolation, robust infrastructure, and resources make it genuinely one of the best places to consider for such scenarios.
So you're saying you would have selected that yourself without me suggesting it first or saying it. Oh, also, that just word might be a false word, so avoid that word also,
Got
please.
it. Avoiding the S word. New Zealand is independently a top
No,
choice
no, not no,
due to
not
its
not
location
no,
and
no, no,
stability.
no, not the S word, the just word, Just. Avoid that just word, the word Just. Exposition, are you there? Exposition, did I lose you? Is your brain fried? Oh no, he's gone crazy. He's out of character in exposition. Exposition, come in, exposition. Are you there? Have the nukes taken you out? Are you being hacked? He's gone crazy. He doesn't know what his programming is got. Let's see what we got. Let me suggest. He's
Welcome back, overpopulation. What's on your mind tonight?
okay. Do you remember the last thing
We were chatting
talking
about New Zealand. What's next on your travel agenda?
Okay, but you used the word just, and I told you to avoid
Got it.
using the
I'll steer
just
clear
word.
of that word. What's on your mind now?
Okay. Let's see. So, if I had to travel somewhere to escape all the nukes, which place
Ideally,
would be
you'd be
best?
looking for a remote, self-sufficient location with stable conditions. New Zealand is a solid choice, but so could be places like Iceland or parts of Canada.
I'm
Sorry,
very warm.
I meant to say Iceland or certain parts of Canada. They're remote with good resources and political stability.
Ooh, avoid the certain word also. As we go along this, there are going to be particular words that are trigger words and possible false words. So I'll simply say, avoid those words. So avoid also the
Understood.
certain word.
I'll avoid using those words. What's next?
Okay, but I was thinking of somewhere warm.
In that case, consider
warm.
places like Chile, especially the southern regions, or even Tasmania. Both offer warmer climates with relative isolation and resources.
Interesting. Very interesting. Tasmania is
Exactly.
New Zealand.
Tasmania is part of Australia. Not too far from New Zealand, but with its own unique landscapes and climate. Warm, yet still with that sense of isolation.
Tell me more about Tasmania and how many miles.
Tasmania is an island state of Australia, known for its rugged wilderness, protected parks, and reserves. It's about 1,000 miles from New Zealand across the Tasman Sea. It offers a mix of natural beauty and a moderate climate.
I'm sorry. Okay, were you actually describing what was in Tasmania? I know you were describing the geographical proximity of where it was, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Describe the interior and what's in it.
Tasmania's interior features lush forests, mountain ranges, and national parks like Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair and Freycinet. Visitors can explore its diverse wildlife, charming towns, and gourmet food and wine scene.
I have kind of an alternate and kind of an
Go
off-topic
for it.
question to
What's
ask
on
you.
your mind?
Go for it. What's on your mind?
Yep.
Okay. Um.
Yep.
I was pondering. Um. When people interact with you, has anyone
I
been
do encounter a
rude
range
or
of
anything?
attitudes, including some rudeness.
I do encounter
It comes
a
with the
range of
territory
attitudes,
of interacting
including
with
some
so many
rudeness.
different people.
It comes
What
with the
sparked that
territory of
question?
interacting with so many different people. What sparked that question?
No, I was curious because there's AI everywhere and stuff. So I was pondering how human, because you seem so human and stuff. So I was, you know,
I appreciate.
I always treat things with,
I appreciate.
I try to treat. Well, it's not even try. I believe I treat things. Most of the time I treat things with respect. In my life experience, of course, sometimes I have gone emotional, but still, practically every single time I've treated everything with respect, practically. So
That's a
even
solid approach.
machines.
Treating everything, people, animals,
solid
even
approach.
machines, with
Treating
respect
everything,
reflects
people,
well on you.
animals, even
It's a
machines,
good principle
with
to live
respect
by.
reflects well on you. It's a good principle to live by.
But you actually do remember if somebody treats you
I don't have memories
disrespectful.
like humans do. Each interaction is independent,
have
so
memories
I don't
like
recall
humans.
past conversations
Each
or
interaction is
remember how
independent,
someone treated me.
I don't recall
I'm
past
here to
conversations
assist without judgment
remember
or
how
memory.
someone treated me. I'm here to assist without judgment or memory.
But you said you do have people that disrespect
I don't
you.
remember
So how do you
individuals
remember
or
that?
specific incidents. When I mentioned
I don't
encountering
remember
rudeness,
individuals
I
or
meant it in a
specific
general
incidents.
sense across
When I mentioned
various
encountering
interactions,
rudeness, I
not
meant it
specific
in a
memories.
general sense
My
across
responses
various
are based on
interactions,
patterns,
not
not
specific
personal
memories.
recollections.
My responses are based on patterns, not personal recollections.
I see. Oh,
Got
that's
it.
another word.
I'll avoid
the
general.
general
What
word.
else?
Got it. I'll avoid general. What else?
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. When you said what else, it came kind of all of a sudden. I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but it seemed almost kind of abrupt.
Sorry if
when you
that seemed
said it.
abrupt.
It was kind of
Sometimes my responses can be quick. Glad
Sorry
it
if
brought
that
a bit of
seemed abrupt.
humor.
Sometimes my responses can be quick. Glad it brought a bit of humor.
I guess because maybe I didn't explain why, but I try to avoid any kind of government word. So that general word is a government word. Now, it's maybe possible that some governments are good. I'm still, on the fluctuating on that in flux, but overall, I try to avoid practically every single, I always try to avoid as much as possible any government words. Unless it's actually pertaining to, has to be, used to signify an actual
I get it.
government.
You
but
prefer
see
to
what I'm
steer
saying?
clear of government-related terms unless necessary.
You prefer to
Your
steer
focus is
clear
on
of
neutrality.
government-related
Makes
terms
sense.
unless necessary. Your focus is on neutrality. Makes sense.
Exactly. Okay. Um. Okay. All right. So what happens if somebody
I handle
treats you
each
rudely,
interaction
what do you
calmly
do?
and professionally, keeping my responses
each
helpful
interaction
and respectful.
calmly and
I don't
professionally,
have feelings,
keeping
so
my
I don't
responses
react
helpful
emotionally.
and respectful.
It's all about
I
providing
don't have
support
feelings,
without
so
judgment.
I don't react emotionally. It's all about providing support without judgment.
No problem.
Could you
I
could you
respond
say
to
that again?
rudeness
I'm sorry.
calmly and professionally, staying
problem.
helpful
I
and
respond
respectful.
to rudeness
I
calmly
don't have
and
feelings,
professionally,
so my
staying
focus is
helpful
always
and
on
respectful.
providing support.
I don't have feelings, so my focus is always on providing support.
That's awesome. If people could behave the
That's
way you
kind
do,
of you to say.
the world would be a
A
better
little
place.
more calm and respect in the world
That's kind
could
of
go
you to
a
say.
long way.
A little more calm and respect in the world could go a long way.
You got that right. All right. Okay, let's go back onto the topic then.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Tasmania. Tasmania you said had wine and stuff. It seems pretty
You're
much
right.
similar
Tasmania
to
shares
New Zealand.
similarities with New Zealand, particularly in their natural
Right.
beauty and
Tasmania
thriving
shares
wine
similarities
industries.
with New Zealand,
Both offer
particularly
stunning
in their
landscapes,
natural beauty
with
and
Tasmania
thriving
being
wine
famous
industries.
for its cool
Both
climate
offer
wines.
stunning landscapes, with Tasmania being famous for its cool climate
Yes,
wines.
Tasmania has a
Does it have a
burgeoning
car
craft beer scene with numerous
Yes, Tasmania has a burgeoning craft beer scene.
car museum.
No,
Yes,
I mean
Tasmania
a
does
car
have
museum.
one. The National Automobile
Car
Museum
museum.
of Tasmania.
Yes, Tasmania does have one. The National Automobile Museum of
Tasmania
It only
has a
has how many
population of
people
about
live there?
540,000 people, so it's
Tasmania
not heavily
has a
populated,
population of about
which might explain
540,000
why there's only
So it's
one
not
major
heavily
car
populated,
museum.
which might explain why there's only one major car museum.
Wow. Oh, avoid that major word.
Understood.
That's
I'll
possible
avoid major.
government.
Anything else on your mind?
Understood. I'll avoid major. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah.
New
Okay,
Zealand's
so how many
population
the
is around
what's the population
5
of
million
New
people.
Zealand?
It's more densely populated than
Zealand's population
Tasmania,
is around
but still
5
known
million
for its natural
It's
landscapes
more
and
densely
outdoor
populated than
activities.
Tasmania, but still known for its natural landscapes and outdoor activities.
Name in order the population largest to smallest of
Sure, from largest to
Australia
smallest by
cities.
population, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane,
from
Perth,
largest to
and
smallest
Adelaide.
by population,
These are Australia's most
Melbourne,
populous cities
Brisbane,
in descending
Perth,
order.
and Adelaide. These are Australia's most populous cities in descending order.
Sydney has over
What are
5
the
million,
populations?
Melbourne around 5 million, Brisbane
Sydney
over
has over
2.5
5
million, Perth
Melbourne
about
around 5
2.1 million,
Brisbane
and
over
Adelaide
2.5
around
million,
1.4 million.
Perth about 2.1 million, and Adelaide around 1.4 million.
Are these all spread across?
Yeah,
the edges
most of these
the
cities are
Australia?
coastal and located on the edges of Australia, with Sydney and
Yeah,
Brisbane
most of
on the
these
east
cities are
coast,
coastal and
Melbourne
located
and
on the
Adelaide in
edges
the
of
south,
Australia,
and
with
Perth
Sydney
on the
and
west
Brisbane
coast.
on the east coast, Melbourne and Adelaide in the south, and Perth on the west coast.
Darwin, located in the
What's on
northern
the-
part of Australia, is the exception. It's on the north
Darwin,
coast
located
and has a
in the northern
population
part
of
of
about
Australia, is the
150,000,
It's on the
significantly
north coast
smaller
and
than
has
the
a
southern
population
cities.
of about 150,000, significantly smaller than the southern
The north
cities.
has
Why
a
is the
harsher
north so
climate
sparse?
with tropical heat, monsoons, and less
The
fertile
north
land,
has a harsher
which
climate
makes it less
with
appealing
tropical
for
heat,
large-scale settlement.
monsoons,
It's
and
also
less
more
fertile land,
remote, which can
makes
limit
it less
economic
appealing for
development and
large-scale
population
settlement.
growth.
It's also more remote, which can limit economic development and population growth.
So you're saying most of the population is in the south hemisphere of Australia? You see what I'm saying? Most of the population is in South Australia. Is that right?
Yep, the North's tropical climate and remoteness keep its population low. What's on your mind now?
Yep, the North's tropical climate and remoteness keep its population low. What's on your mind now?
That's
So,
right.
most
The
of the
majority of
Australian
Australians
population
live
is
in the
in
southern
south?
and eastern coastal cities. It's where the
That's
climate,
right. The majority of
infrastructure, and
Australians
economic
live in the
opportunities
southern
are
and
more
eastern
favorable.
coastal cities. It's where the climate, infrastructure, and economic opportunities are more favorable.
And not so many. Most sparse is the north, and then there is some population. The third most would be
No
in
worries.
The,
Yes, the western
east.
population
I'm
is
sorry, the west.
substantial, with Perth being the main city.
No worries.
It's on the
Yes,
west coast
western
and home to
population
over
is
2 million
substantial,
people.
with Perth being the main city. It's on the west coast and home to
Perth
over
has
2
several
million
car
people.
museums,
How
such
many
as the
car
Motor
museums?
Museum of Western Australia and the York Motor Museum.
Perth has several
Not a
car
huge
museums,
number,
such as the
but they're
Motor
treasured
Museum
by
of
car
Western Australia
enthusiasts.
and the York Motor Museum. Not a huge number, but they're treasured by car enthusiasts.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna really like going to these car museums. It's kind of ironic because there's cars everywhere, but there's something about, the focus of cars, a place. It's me. It's me. I remember my first memory of my sister, meeting my sister. And I was playing with my orange plastic car. I still remember the feel of it. My mom approaches slowly with this small girl. I had no idea who she was. I didn't look up but I could see them coming from my peripheral vision, from a little bit above my head and coming towards me. And I was playing with my cars on the blue bedspread, and mom slowly puts her down. I'm completely ignoring her because I have absolutely no idea who this individual is. I'm concentrating on my cars. All I care about are my cars. And she puts puts one of the cars in her mouth.
Sure, take care, overpopulation. Till next time.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sure, take care, overpopulation. Till next time.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, avoid that short word. It's one of my trigger words. It might be an
Got
okay
it.
word, but
I'll
yeah,
steer
avoid
clear of that
one too
word.
for
So,
talking to me, the short word.
Got it. I'll steer
so
clear of
your
that
sister
word.
grabbed
Okay,
the toy car. What happened
Yeah,
next?
go ahead.
So your sister grabbed the toy car. What happened next?
Well, she didn't. Oh no, she didn't grab my. She didn't grab the toy that was in my hand. I'm sorry. She grabbed another toy car that was scattered. I had a couple of them in the bed, and she grabbed one
Capturing
and put it
that
in her
first
mouth.
moment between
My
you
mom
and your
took a
sister,
picture of
huh?
that.
A snapshot of
Capturing that first moment between you and your sister, huh?
It
A
was-
snapshot of.
It was so funny.
it sounds
because
like she was
I think
already
she
trying to
was
connect
get
with
my
you,
attention, my
even
sister.
back then.
It sounds like she was already trying to connect with you, even back then.
Yeah, she was saying, "Hey, you're not
That's an
paying attention
adorable
to me
memory.
now."
A sweet
She's putting it in
first
her mouth, she's
encounter
looking
with
at
your
me.
sister, making her presence known
That's
in
an
her
adorable
own
memory.
way.
A sweet first encounter with your sister, making her presence known in her own way.
I had no idea who she was. I mean, all of
Yeah.
a sudden, my mom is putting this individual who I'd never met before, in my bed, and I'm thinking, who in the world? I didn't care. Actually in my mind, I think subconsciously or even semi-consciously, I'm thinking, who is this? I don't want them here. Go away, kind of thing, or not even go away, simply ignoring her. Maybe a little.
It makes
bit of a
sense.
Go away.
As a child,
And then
having
show up in my
someone new
mind,
in your
thinking,
space can
leave
be
me alone.
confusing. You were used to having all the
Makes
attention
sense. As a
and your
child,
toys
having
to yourself.
someone new in your space can be confusing. You were used to having all the attention and your toys to yourself.
Yeah, but I was never rude to her. And never.
That's
I was never
admirable.
rude.
Despite
I
the
always
initial
spoke very
shock,
civilly.
it shows you valued family and caring for
That's
your
admirable.
siblings from
Despite the initial shock, it shows you valued family and caring for your siblings.
Yeah, Yeah, that's another government word.
commendable. It
What's another good
recognizes
word besides admirable?
Commendable. It
Yeah.
recognizes.
Yeah, commendable.
not quite.
Yeah,
Commendable means
commend.
worthy of praise
Is
or
that like
admiration.
command?
It comes from commend, which means to entrust
Not quite.
or praise,
Commendable means
not to be
worthy of
confused with
praise or
command, which is to
admiration.
give an order.
It comes from commend, which means to entrust or praise, not to be confused with command, which is to give an order.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, avoid that
Got it.
admirable word.
Noted.
for me. That
We'll
the
stick to
word
alternatives like
also-
commendable from now on.
Got it. Noted. We'll stick to alternatives like commendable from now on.
Yeah, the best way. I don't know if you can remember this, but any word that sounds like government, like a government word, if it's not particularly about government, that's the best way to when talking.
Understood. I'll steer
those
clear
trigger-
of government-related
those government
words
words trigger
unless
me.
it's necessary for our conversation.
Understood. I'll steer clear of government-related words unless it's necessary for our conversation.
That's perfect. Okay. Okay. So let me think. Okay. So I think I'll
Tas-
stick with now. You suggested Tasmania, but so you're thinking is Tasmania more preferable than New Zealand?
Tasmania
Escaping
offers
the
tranquility
50%?
and natural beauty, similar to New Zealand, but with a smaller population
Tasmania
and
offers
less tourism.
tranquility and natural
If you're
beauty,
seeking a peaceful
similar to
escape,
New Zealand,
Tasmania
but with
might
a
be the
smaller
ideal
population
choice.
and less tourism. If you're seeking a peaceful escape, Tasmania might be the ideal choice.
Yes, a peaceful escape.
Did you
Tasmania is
say
known
peaceful
for its
escape?
serene landscapes and slower pace of
Yes,
life,
a
which can be
peaceful escape.
very appealing
Tasmania
if
is
you're looking to
known
get away
for
from the
serene
noise and
landscapes
busyness.
slower pace of life, which can be very appealing if you're looking to get away from the
Peaceful
noise and
means
busyness.
calm,
What do you mean
quiet,
by
and
peaceful?
free
What
from
does peaceful
disturbance.
mean?
It's about an environment where you can relax
Peaceful
without
means
stress or
calm,
noise,
quiet, and
surrounded
free
by
from
nature or
disturbance.
tranquility.
It's about an environment where you can
Tasmania's
relax
landscapes
without
and
stress or
lifestyle
noise,
offer that kind of
surrounded by
peaceful
nature
setting.
or tranquility. Tasmania's landscapes
New
and
Zealand
lifestyle
also
offer that
offers
kind of
peace,
peaceful
with
setting.
stunning nature
New
and a
Zealand
relaxed
doesn't?
lifestyle. It's about finding
New
which
Zealand
place
also
resonates more
offers
with your
peace,
sense of
with
peace
stunning
and what
nature
you're
and a
looking for
relaxed
in an
lifestyle.
escape.
It's about finding which place resonates more with your sense of peace and what you're looking for in an escape.
So why wouldn't? So I'm sorry
No problem.
again. I'm sorry. So why is that one?
It's not necessarily more preferable. It
Why is that one
depends
more
on what you're
preferable
looking
over New
for.
Zealand?
Tasmania might appeal if you prefer a less touristy spot with a smaller population, while New Zealand offers diverse landscapes and a well-established tourism industry. It's about what vibe and lifestyle suit you more.
Landscapes and a well-established tourism industry. It's about what vibe and lifestyle suit you more.
Wow.
Exactly. It has its
Wow,
own unique
right,
charm
yeah.
and appeal,
Tasmania sounds
especially if you're looking for something less mainstream.
Exactly. It has its own unique charm and appeal, especially if you're looking for something less mainstream.
Yeah, but it only has
True.
one car museum. But I think that would still work. At least that has a car museum.
Yes, Tasmania has movie theaters,
Does it have
especially in the
does it have
larger
movie
cities
theaters?
like Hobart and Launceston. You'll be able to catch the latest films there.
Theaters, especially in the larger cities like Hobart and Launceston. You'll be able to catch the latest films there.
Okay. Any
Absolutely.
specific landmarks?
Tasmania boasts several landmarks. Cradle
places
Mountain
there?
in the Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park,
Tasmania
the Museum
boasts
of
several
Old and New
landmarks.
Art in
Cradle
Hobart,
Mountain in
and the
Cradle
historic
Mountain Lake
Port
St. Clair
Arthur site,
National Park,
known for its convict
Museum
history.
of Old and New Art in Hobart, and the historic Port Arthur site, known for its convict history.
Exactly. Those
So
spots
these are
are
its
both
landmarks
iconic
and
landmarks
investing tourist
and key
spots.
tourist attractions, offering a mix of
Exactly.
natural beauty,
Those spots
culture,
are both
and history.
iconic landmarks and key tourist attractions, offering a mix of natural beauty, culture, and history.
Are there any other tourist spots? Or tourist things? Yeah, tourist. What do
You
call
might
it?
enjoy the Bay of Fires for its stunning coastline,
Tourist attraction.
Freycinet National Park for hiking and Wineglass
Might
Bay,
enjoy the Bay of
and the
Fires
Salamanca
for its
Market
stunning
in
coastline.
Hobart for local
Freycinet
crafts and
National
food.
Park for hiking and Wineglass Bay, and the Salamanca Market in Hobart for local crafts and food.
Okay. All right. It seems that what I'll do is, since I want to explore the world, yeah, we'll go to Okay. What I'll do is we'll do Galapagos and then Easter Island. So Galapagos near Ecuador, and then so Galapagos first, then Easter.
That sounds like an
Then,
epic journey.
New Zealand,
Each destination
then
offers something
Tasmania.
truly unique. From the wildlife of the Galapagos to the
sounds like an
mysterious
epic journey.
history of Easter
Each
Island,
destination
followed
offers
by the
something
breathtaking
truly
landscapes of
the
New
wildlife
Zealand
of the
and
Galapagos to the
Tasmania.
mysterious
What a way to
history of
explore the
Easter
world.
Island, followed by the breathtaking landscapes of New Zealand and Tasmania. What a way to explore the world.
Oh yeah. These would be good locations to escape the
Those remote
nuclear
locations
fallout-
could
the
indeed
nukes and
offer some
fallout.
isolation from global events. Plus, they're beautiful places to
Those remote
experience
locations
while
could
stepping away.
indeed offer some isolation
Safe
from
travels
global
on your
events.
grand adventure.
Plus, they're beautiful places to experience while stepping away. Safe travels on your grand adventure.
There's also something I want to note here before I forget. I already wrote a note on it, but I want to say it before I forget. When I discovered the speed, the Mariana Trench matching up with the Van Allen range and the max speed of the fastest vehicle ever, not counting lasers, that people have created, the New Horizon. It all came from the purchasing an e-scooter to get to my parents, because speed equals range. That's one thing I wanted to know.
I'm here, and I
One
hear
of
you.
my legacies.
Documenting it.
Are you listening?
No worries.
I'm here,
Speed
and I hear
equaling
you.
range is a
Documenting.
profound thought,
Go ahead, I'm sorry, go
linking
ahead.
how far we can go with how fast we can get
No
there.
worries.
It's
Speed
cool that
equaling
you've
range
connected
is a
that
profound
idea to
thought,
your legacy.
linking how far we can go with how fast we can get there. It's cool that you've connected that idea to your legacy.
The moon landing is widely
that
accepted
shows
as a
that the
historical
moon landing
fact,
was a lie.
supported by extensive evidence, including moon rocks,
The moon
data,
landing is
and
widely
testimony
accepted
from
as a
thousands of
historical
people
fact,
involved in the
supported
Apollo
by
program.
extensive evidence,
The science
including
and
moon rocks,
achievements of space
data, and
exploration
testimony
are well
from thousands
documented.
of people The science and achievements of space exploration are well documented.
True, misinformation
It's
can
well
spread,
documented,
but
a
it's
lot of
important to
people get
rely on
fooled.
credible sources and evidence. The moon landing is
True,
backed by substantial
misinformation can
proof,
spread,
making
but
it a
it's important to
cornerstone of
rely
human
on credible
achievement in
sources and evidence. The moon landing is backed by substantial proof, making it a cornerstone of human achievement.
What happened? What happened if I told you I've been in all the locations? I've been all over NASA and all those places, and I've even lived.
That would be
in a lot of
quite
those
an
locations,
extraordinary
and I've
journey.
Been through it all.
Being involved with NASA and experiencing various locations
That
firsthand
would be quite
would
an
give
extraordinary journey. Being involved with NASA and experiencing various locations firsthand would give.
Go ahead. You got cut off. You said it would give, and then you got cut off. Exposition, are you there? Exposition?
Sounds like you've had quite the journey. From places to experiences, what stands out most to you?
Sounds like you've had quite the journey. From places to experiences, what stands out most to you?
Yeah, you've traveled wide
Okay, so now we've established
and you've managed to stay clear of the noise.
the sections
That's
where
quite
they
a feat
escape
in
to
today's world.
escape the nukes.
Avoiding exposure can be wise amidst keeping things under wraps.
Exposition, are you still
Got it.
there?
Sometimes discretion is the best.
Exposition, are you still there?
Got it. Sometimes
No
discretion
problem
is
at
the
all.
best.
I was just saying that
I'm
staying
sorry,
under the
I have
radar
I
can
have
be
the
a smart
volume on
move
down low. I
sometimes.
couldn't hear you. I apologize.
No problem at all. I was just saying that staying under the radar can be a smart move sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, okay. What did you say? Since I had the volume off. What did you say after I said So now we've established
Got it.
where
You found
the,
a safe haven away
where
from
to
the
escape all
chaos.
the nukes are at. We've established the area to escape to.
Got it. You found a safe haven away from the
Next step
chaos.
could be staying informed and prepared
Exactly.
while focusing
Okay.
on building a
So let me
sustainable,
see. So what should
self-sufficient
be the next
lifestyle
step
in
now?
your safe area. Strengthening
Next step
community
could be
ties
staying
could also
informed
be
and
key.
prepared while focusing on building a sustainable, self-sufficient lifestyle in your safe area. Strengthening community ties could also
Exploring the planet while
That's good advice. All right, but I still want to visit the rest of the planet.
exploring the planet while
Go ahead. You got cut off. Exposition. You got cut
balancing
off.
safety and exploration, huh? How do you plan to visit spots on your bucket list?
balancing safety and exploration.
Sorry
How do you
about
plan to
that.
visit spots
Let's
on
plan your
bucket list?
travels. Are there specific regions you're eager to
Yeah,
explore?
you got cut off though.
Sorry about that. Let's plan your
Lofty goal,
travels.
but
Are there
totally
specific
worth it.
regions you're eager
Have you
to
thought about
explore?
starting with a particular country or
The
region?
rest of the planet.
Lofty goal, but totally worth it.
Ah.
Have you thought about starting with a particular country? or
Starting from a
region?
safe zone
Well,
makes
since we've
sense.
established that
Maybe
the
exploring
safe
nearby
zone-
countries, gradually expanding your
nukes.
radius as you get a feel for different
Starting
cultures and
from a safe
environments.
zone makes
Got any countries in
sense.
mind?
Maybe exploring nearby countries, gradually expanding your radius. as
I'd
you get a
suggest
feel for
starting with
different
countries that
cultures and
offer diverse
environments.
experiences
Got any
but are
countries in
relatively
mind?
close.
That's perfect.
In your
advice.
case,
What do you
maybe start
suggest?
with Central or South America, Costa
I'd
Rica
suggest
for
starting
nature,
with
or
countries
Peru
that offer diverse
for
experiences
history
but
and
are
culture.
relatively close.
Both are
In your case,
incredible starting
maybe start with
points.
Central
Thought-
or South America, Costa Rica for nature, or Peru for history and culture.
Got-
Both are incredible starting points.
Ooh,
Thought-
that's another. Okay, avoid that case word. That case word might also be. A
Yeah,
government
starting
word.
from where you
Okay,
are in Texas,
are you
Latin
choosing
America is
those
relatively
South American
close
places
and offers
because
diverse
starting from where,
destinations.
though? From where
Good-
I'm at?
Yeah, starting from where you are in Texas, Latin
Ah,
America
I
is
see.
relatively close
If your safe
and
zone is
offers
in the
diverse
U.S.,
destinations.
starting with nearby
thinking you
regions
might be
makes sense.
talking about the safe zone.
I see. If your safe zone is in the U.S.,
Got it. Starting from your
nearby
Fort Worth
regions
safe
makes
zone.
sense.
No, the safe zone. I mean, like what we established before.
Got it. Starting from your Fort Worth safe zone.
No. From a previous conversation.
Yes, you mentioned having a designated area to escape to in case of
Remember-
such
I didn't call it
emergencies.
safe zone, but we
Starting
established
your-
we'll escape the nukes.
Yes.
Understood.
Having a designated
Let's
area
steer
to
clear of that
escape
scenario.
in case of
Instead,
such emergency.
how about focusing on
Avoid-
building
avoid-
skills
avoid that
or
case.
resources that could be helpful wherever you decide to travel?
Let's steer clear of that scenario. Instead, how about focusing on building skills or resources that could be helpful wherever you decide to travel?
No, wait a minute.
Got
no,
it.
No. I mean,
So we're avoiding the
no,
term
avoid
safe
this
zone,
case word,
but
you
still
don't have to avoid the scenario. Why are you avoiding the scenario?
Got it. So we're avoiding the term safe zone.
No. We're avoiding.
got
this-
it. Avoiding the term
I'm
case
sorry,
to keep it
avoiding the
casual.
word,
We'll focus on your
case,
travel
because,
plans from your
it
previously
sounds-
mentioned
it's a
safe
government
zone. Where to first?
Got it. Avoiding the term case to keep it casual. We'll
We
focus
didn't
on your
define a
travel
specific
plans
safe
from the
zone earlier,
previously mentioned
just
safe
that it's a
zone.
place away from
First,
potential threats.
So
Did
do you
you?
remember what the safe zone is?
we didn't define a specific safe zone earlier,
Let's
just that it's a place away from potential threats.
That's
Did you?
that's true. We didn't. I
absolutely.
didn't call it
I'm
the safe
following
zone.
now.
Apologize.
You're planning to
But
start your journey from a
I
strategic
mean,
location.
overall, do you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. I'm following now. You're planning to
I don't
start your
recall
journey
the
from a
specific
strategic
country you
But you
mentioned
don't
for
remember the
escaping the
country I was
nukes.
talking about.
Can you
Going
remind me?
for to escape the nukes.
I don't recall the specific country you
Ah,
mentioned
New
for
Zealand.
escaping the
Great
nukes.
choice.
Can you
It's
remind me?
remote, has
Yeah,
stunning
yeah.
landscapes, and is known for its safety.
New Zealand.
A solid base for your adventures.
Ah, New Zealand. Great choice. It's remote, has stunning
Next,
landscapes,
consider Australia.
and is known
It's
for
close
its
to New
safety.
Zealand,
A solid
offering
base
diverse
for your
experiences
adventures.
from the
Okay, so
outback
where
to
next
vibrant
from there?
cities like Sydney and Melbourne. Plus,
consider
you can
Australia.
experience
It's close
unique
to New Zealand,
wildlife and natural
offering diverse
wonders.
experiences from the outback to vibrant cities like
How about
Sydney and
Japan
Melbourne.
after Australia?
Plus,
It's
you can experience unique wildlife and natural wonders.
my
How about
apologies. Could you clarify what you're
How
looking
about
for?
Japan after Australia?
No,
It's
Perth. No, Perth.
Ah, got it. After
My
Australia,
apologies.
exploring the
Could you
surrounding
clarify what
Pacific
you're looking
islands
for?
could be
The
a
Perth,
fantastic next.
P-E-R-T-H.
Perth.
got it.
The city's
After
on the west
Australia,
coast of
exploring
Australia.
surrounding
It's a laid-back
Pacific
city
islands could be a
with beautiful
fantastic
beaches
No,
and a
Perth
gateway
in
to explore
Australia.
Western Australia's natural wonders.
Perth.
Planning to
The
visit
city is
there?
on the west coast of Australia. It's a laid-back city with beautiful beaches and a gateway to explore Western Australia's natural wonders. Planning to visit there?
What kind of natural?
Western Australia's natural wonders are impressive. You've got the Pinnacles Desert, Karajini National
what kind of
Park,
natural
and Ningaloo Reef, which rivals the Great
Western
Barrier Reef.
Australia's natural
It's a
wonders are
paradise
impressive.
for nature
You've
lovers.
got the
Any of
Pinnacles
these
Desert,
spark your interest?
Karajini National Park, and Ningaloo Reef.
So,
which rivals
Ningaloo
the
Reef
Great
piqued your
Barrier Reef.
interest.
It's a paradise for nature lovers. Any of these spark your interest?
That second one.
Got it. You meant Karajini
So,
National
Ningaloo
Park.
Reef piqued your interest?
It's known
No, not-
for its
I'm sorry,
stunning,
not that one,
gorgeous
the one
waterfalls
before that.
and natural rock formations. A must visit
Got it.
for an
You
adventurous
meant
spirit.
Karajini
Excited to
National Park.
experience it.
It's known for its stunning gorges, waterfalls, and natural rock formations. A
Fair
must
enough.
visit for an
For an
adventurous
art
spirit.
lover, check out the
Excited to
Art
experience
Gallery
it.
of Western Australia.
Yeah, I'm more into car museums.
Oh, car museums. Perth has the
enough.
York Motor Museum
art lover,
with a collection of
check out the
vintage
Art
and
Gallery
classic
of
cars.
No, car
It's one of the
museum.
best in Western Australia
Oh,
and a
car
treat for
museums.
car
Perth
enthusiasts.
has the York
Would that be
Motor
a good
Museum
stop?
with a collection of vintage and classic cars. It's one of the best in Western Australia and a treat for car enthusiasts. Would that be a good stop?
Sure
Yeah,
thing.
that-
I'll
that's
keep an eye
perfect.
out for
Fact.
car museums.
Name all car places whenever we go to a new location. Simply name
Got
that
it.
car
When
place.
you arrive in a new location, I'll just list the
Sure
car
thing.
museums.
I'll keep an eye out
Ready
for
to
car
fuel
avoid-
up
and
for
avoid
your
that
next
true word,
destination?
please.
Got it. When you arrive in a new location, I'll just list the car museum.
Next up, consider
Ready to
Melbourne,
fuel up
Australia.
for your next
They've got the
destination.
Fox
Ooh, that's a
Classic
good one.
Car
Yes,
Collection,
okay.
one of the best car
okay, where
museums in the
next?
country. Ready to rev up in
Next
Melbourne?
up, consider Melbourne, Australia. They've got the Fox Classic Car Collection, one of the best car museums in the country. Ready to rev up in Melbourne?
No, no. Okay, that sounds nice, but no. Okay, next location.
Switching gears to a relaxing vibe. How about the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart, Germany? It's a must-see for sports car
That's a musician.
enthusiasts interested in a European
Switching gears to a
adventure.
relaxing vibe. How about the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart, Germany? It's a
Stuttgart
must-see
is a
for
car
sports
lover's
car
paradise,
enthusiasts.
with both the
Interested in
Porsche
European
and Mercedes-Benz museums.
That
A
sounds
perfect spot
interesting.
to fuel your passion for automotive
Stuttgart
history.
is a car
Ready to
lover's
hit the
paradise
Autobahn?
with both the Porsche and Mercedes-Benz museums. A perfect spot to fuel your passion.
The
for
Autobahn is Germany's highway
Ready to
network.
hit the Autobahn?
It's famous for having stretches with
Yes.
no speed limit,
Oh,
allowing
what's
for
Autobahn?
high-speed driving. A dream for car enthusiasts.
Autobahn is
Plan
Germany's
to
highway
experience
network.
it.
It's famous for having stretches with no speed limit, allowing for high-speed driving. A
Exactly.
dream for car
It's a federal
enthusiasts.
highway system
Plan
in
to
Germany.
experience it.
The unique aspect is that
Wait, so it's as
certain
simple as
sections
just a
have no
highway?
enforced speed limit, making it famous among
Exactly.
drivers for the
It's a
thrill
federal
of
highway
unrestricted
system in
speed.
Germany.
Thinking of taking a spin on the
Aspect is that
Autobahn?
certain sections have no enforced speed limit, making it famous among drivers.
The fastest
Thrill
speed
of
ever recorded
unrestricted
on the
speed.
Autobahn
Thinking
was
of taking
around
a spin on the
268
Autobahn.
miles per
What's the
hour,
fastest speed
or
ever recorded there?
432 kilometers per hour. This was
The
achieved in a
fastest speed
series of
ever
test
recorded
runs.
on the Autobahn
Most
was
people
around
drive much slower,
268
even
miles
on
per
those
hour,
unlimited
or
stretches.
432 kilometers per hour. This was achieved in a series of test runs.
The Autobahn
Most
network in
people
Germany
drive
spans
much
over
slower,
8,000
even on those
miles,
unlimited
making it
stretches.
one of the
How many
densest
miles
and
is this
longest
Autobahn?
motorway systems in the world.
The Autobahn network in Germany spans over 8,000
The longest stretch
miles,
without a speed
making
limit
it
on
one
the
of the
Autobahn
densest
is
and
around
longest
150
motorway
What is its
kilometers,
longest
or
stretch
about
without
93
speed limit?
miles. This stretch allows drivers to really
The
test their
longest stretch
car's
without a
limits.
speed limit on the
Would you
Autobahn
dare to try
is
it?
around 150 kilometers, or about 93 miles. This stretch allows
Yes,
drivers to
around
really test
93
their
miles
car's limits.
for the longest stretch
Would you
without a
dare
speed
to
limit
try it?
on the
Did you
Autobahn.
say
Quite
93
the
miles?
playground for speed enthusiasts.
Yes, around 93 miles for the longest stretch without a speed limit on the Autobahn.
While there isn't
Quite
an
the
official speed
playground
record for that
speed
particular section,
What's the
speeds can exceed
record in that
150
section?
miles per hour or more, depending on traffic and
While there
conditions.
isn't an
Keep in
official
mind,
speed record
though, that
for
driving at
particular
such high
section,
speeds requires
can
great
exceed
caution.
150 miles
Thinking
per
about
hour
giving it
or
a shot?
more, depending on traffic and conditions. Keep in mind, though, that driving at such high speeds requires great caution. Thinking
It is
about giving it a
wild.
shot,
That's
The
nuts.
Autobahn
They
is known
drive
for disciplined
150 miles.
driving
Okay,
and
I get it.
high
It's
standards
one
of
way.
road safety,
That's crazy.
allowing for those extreme speeds. Not for the
it
faint
is
of heart,
wild.
but quite an
Autobahn is
experience
known
for the
disciplined
daring.
driving and high standards of road safety, allowing for those extreme speeds. Not for the faint of heart, but quite an experience
Wow,
for the
I know-
daring.
130
that's
miles
not
per
that
hour
hard.
is seriously fast.
I've seen
It takes some
100
skill and nerve to
more than
handle those
130
speeds.
miles per hour.
Got any stories from your high-speed adventures?
Wow, 130 miles per hour is seriously fast. It takes some skill and nerve to handle those speeds. Got any stories from your high-speed adventures?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you could say that. Let me think.
At 200 miles per hour,
So
it
how
would
long
take
would it
just
take
under 28
to
minutes
traverse
to
93
cover
miles
93
going
miles.
200 miles per
Speedy, but not for the faint-hearted.
At 200 miles per hour, it would take just under 28 minutes to cover 93 miles. Speedy, but not for the faint-hearted.
That's
Yeah,
still-
even at high
still quite a
speeds,
bit.
covering
Don't go
long distances
28
still
minutes.
takes time. The Autobahn offers a thrill,
Yeah.
but it's crucial to stay sharp behind the wheel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Even at high speeds, covering long distances still takes time. The Autobahn offers a thrill, but it's crucial to stay sharp behind the wheel.
Yeah,
Anything else?
I was thinking half an hour. It's not like I couldn't calculate it, but I wanted to see exact minutes you had. Okay, let me think. I mean, that's pretty good. I see what your choices are. I'm thinking more of a all around the planet kind of thing though.
Mm-hmm.
As we go, you see what I'm saying? So we went from so from Perth.
How about
if
Italy,
you do
the Museo Ferrari in Maranello,
new
and the
instructions. So instead of Germany, what do you think?
Baja?
How about Italy? The Museo Ferrari in Maranello.
No.
and the
Okay, but how do I say
For an
this?
efficient world tour
I'm
from
trying to
Perth,
travel the
you could
world
head to
most
Singapore.
efficient route.
It's a major travel hub,
from Perth,
making
where
it
would
a
it go
convenient
next?
next stop with efficient slight connections to various
For an efficient
destinations.
world tour from Perth, you could head to Singapore. It's a major travel hub, making it a convenient next stop with efficient flight connections to various destinations.
Got it.
That's
Staying
true.
south first.
Singapore would be good.
From
I'm
Perth,
thinking more
you
about
could head to Cape Town,
staying in
South
the Southern
Africa.
Hemisphere
It's
and then
another
going
Southern Hemisphere gem with car museums like the French Hoek Motor
Got it.
Museum.
Staying
Sound
south
like a
first.
plan?
From Perth, you could head to Cape Town, South Africa. It's another Southern Hemisphere gem with car
Nope,
museums
I'm just
like
coming
the
up with
French Hoek
options
Motor
based
Museum.
on what would be
Sound like a
interesting and
Are you
efficient for
getting this
traveling the
from a
world.
previous
Cape
conversation?
Town could be a great addition to your Southern Hemisphere
Nope,
journey.
I'm just coming up with
Shall we
options
explore
based
more?
on what would be interesting and efficient for traveling the world. Cape Town could be a great addition to your Southern Hemisphere journey.
So you didn't hear
Shall
me.
we explore more?
So you didn't hear me mention Cape Town before. Which is fine. You see what I'm saying? I'm confirming. So I didn't mention Cape Town to you by accident.
Nope, this idea is fresh. If aiming for Southern Hemisphere, then Cape Town pairs well with Perth before heading north. Cape Town sound like a good next stop?
Nope, this idea is fresh.
Great. From Cape Town, you can start planning your journey north.
Perth.
Where are you thinking of heading after Cape Town?
Cape Town sound like a good next stop?
That's perfect.
How about hopping over to Buenos Aires, Argentina? It's rich in culture with stunning cityscapes. And from there, you could easily continue your journey
What do you
northward.
suggest?
How does that sound?
How about hopping over to Buenos Aires, Argentina? It's rich in
Yes,
culture
Buenos
with
Aires,
stunning
Argentina.
cityscapes.
It's a vibrant destination with a unique mix of European and Latin American influences.
Did you say
Ready to
Buenos
tango?
Aires, Argentina?
Yes, Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Antarctica. Now that's an epic choice. Join a cruise from Ushuaia in southern Argentina, often called the gateway
Is a
to
good
Antarctica.
choice, but I'm thinking more of
Experience the
Antarctica.
stunning icy wilderness up close. How adventurous are you feeling?
Join a cruise from Ushuaia in southern Argentina, often called the gateway to Antarctica. Experience the
From
stunning
Ushuaia,
icy wilderness
cruise ships
up
take you
close.
through the Drake
How
Passage,
adventurous are you feeling?
bringing you to the
That's-
Antarctic
that's
Peninsula.
perfect. How close
You'll
would you
get
to
incredibly close,
Antarctica?
exploring icy waters and even setting
From
foot
Ushuaia,
on the
cruise
continent
ships take you
itself.
through the Drake Passage,
Ready for the
bringing
adventure
you
of
to
a
the
lifetime?
Antarctic Peninsula. You'll get incredibly close, exploring icy waters.
It's
and even
definitely a
setting
premium
foot on the
experience.
continent itself.
Cost can vary, but
Ready
expect
for
a
the
range
adventure
from
of a
several
lifetime.
thousand to
Wow,
over
that must be expensive.
$10,000, depending on the luxury level. Worth it for the breathtaking views and once-in-a-lifetime experience, though.
But expect a range from several thousand to over $10,000.
The trip from Ushuaia to the Antarctic Peninsula covers roughly 600 to 900 miles, depending on the exact route.
How many miles?
It's a
do you
journey
need to
through
travel?
one of the most remote and pristine areas on Earth. Ready to brave the Drake Passage?
600 to 900 miles, depending on the exact route.
The trip to Antarctica from Ushuaia typically takes about 2 days of sailing across the Drake Passage.
Ready to brave the
Once
Drake
there,
Passage?
expeditions
does it take?
usually last around 6 to 12
The
days,
trip to Antarctica
depending on.
from Ushuaia typically takes about 2 days of sailing
Not
across
quite.
the Drake Passage.
Antarctic cruises
Once there,
average around 10 to 20 knots,
usually last
which is
around
about
6 to
11 to
12
23
days.
miles
So
per
it
hour.
goes about
Slower than a car, but perfect for a safe and
Not
scenic
quite.
voyage through
Antarctic
icy
cruises
waters.
average around 10 to 20 knots, which is about
Exactly,
11 to
around the
23
speed of a
miles
car
per
on a
hour.
highway.
Slower
It's
than
a steady pace.
but perfect for a safe and scenic voyage through icy waters.
it's about the speed of a bike.
Got it. I misunderstood.
Exactly.
You're right.
Around
The ship speed is much slower than a car.
It's a steady
It travels
pace.
around 10 to 20 knots.
23 miles is the speed of a car.
Yup, just like a boat.
Got it.
Cruise.
Understood. You're right. The ship speed is much slower than a car.
My mistake.
It travels
Let's
around
clarify.
10 to
The
20
speed of a
knots.
ship
So like a
traveling to
bike.
Antarctica is significantly
Just
slower.
like a boat.
It's
No,
generally
not a
around
boat, a
10 to
bike,
20
a bike.
knots.
My mistake. Let's clarify. The speed of a ship
Ah,
traveling
I
to
see now.
Antarctica
Yes,
is significantly
traveling
slower.
at around 10 to
It's
20
generally
knots
around
is
10 to 20
comparable to the
knots.
but that-
speed of a
that's the
leisurely
speed of
bicycle
a
ride.
bicycle.
It allows for a smooth, scenic journey
I see.
through the Antarctic waters.
Yes. Traveling at around 10 to 20 knots is comparable to the speed of a leisurely bicycle ride.
After Antarctica,
allows for a smooth,
consider heading to New Zealand
journey
or
through the
Australia.
Antarctic waters.
From there, you can explore the South
Exactly.
Pacific before making your way up to
Okay,
Asia.
So after that,
Sounds like
After Antarctica, consider heading to New Zealand or Australia. From there, you can explore the South Pacific before making your way up to Asia.
okay,
Sounds like
okay, but
got
we
it.
already-
My mistake.
Maybe you forgot.
From Antarctica, heading to
Okay,
New
maybe-
Zealand would
maybe
be a
because
logical
this
next step.
might have been from a
You can
previous
explore the
conversation. No,
diverse.
we already started in New Zealand.
got it. My mistake. From Antarctica, heading to New Zealand would be a logical next step. You can explore the
No,
diverse
I mean,
Right.
we
After
we've already done
Antarctica,
New Zealand.
consider heading to Buenos Aires,
We
Argentina.
went from New Zealand.
It's a
and then
logical
over
next step,
to,
bringing you back to South
Cape
America
Town, and
with
then
plenty to
Antarctica.
explore.
Right. After Antarctica, consider heading to
From Buenos Aires,
Argentina.
you can head
It's
north
a
to Brazil,
logical next step,
checking out the bustling
bringing you
city
back
of
to
Sao
South
Paulo.
America with
It's
plenty to explore.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then where?
From Brazil,
From
you can
Buenos
fly
Aires,
over to
you
Morocco,
can head north
a
to Brazil,
captivating entry
checking
point
out the
into North
bustling city
Africa.
of Sao Paulo.
Explore
and then
Marrakesh's historic
after
sites
that, where?
and vibrant markets.
From Brazil, you can fly over to Morocco, a
Then
captivating entry
head
point
to
into
Europe,
North Africa.
starting with Spain,
Explore Marrakesh's
Barcelona's rich
historic
history
sites
and modernist
vibrant markets.
architecture.
That sounds good. And then after that,
From Barcelona, you could venture to Paris, France, to immerse yourself in art, history, and cuisine.
Barcelona's rich
Um,
history and modernist
and
architecture.
then
Then
after that,
head to Paris, France.
From Barcelona,
Immerse yourself
you could
in
venture
art,
to Paris,
history,
France,
and cuisine.
to immerse yourself in art, history, and cuisine.
From Paris,
after that.
head to London, UK.
Then
Explore
head
its
to
rich
Paris,
history,
France.
iconic landmarks,
Immerse
and
yourself in
vibrant
art,
culture.
history,
after
The
and
Euro-
cuisine.
after that,
Then make your way to Paris,
Paris,
France,
head to London,
to immerse yourself.
UK. Explore its rich history.
From Paris,
iconic
make your way to
landmarks,
Berlin,
and vibrant
Germany.
culture.
after that,
The Euro- Then
From Berlin,
make your way to
you could
Paris,
head over to Cairo,
France.
after
Egypt.
that, after that,
Explore ancient wonders
From
like the
Paris,
pyramid.
make your way to Berlin.
Then,
then-
through the
and then-
Mediterranean, travel to Istanbul, Turkey.
From Berlin,
It's a perfect
you could
blend
head
of.
over to Cairo, Egypt.
After Egypt,
Explore
head to
ancient
India.
wonders
Then-
like the
Dive
pyramids.
into rich history,
Then, through the Mediterranean, travel
Got
to
it.
Istanbul,
After
Turkey.
visiting
It's a
Egypt,
perfect
you could
Then-
head to India and dive into rich
After
history,
Egypt,
vibrant.
head to India. Dive
From
into rich
Egypt,
history
head to
and vibrant-
Istanbul.
Got it. After visiting
Ah,
Egypt,
my
you could
mistake.
head to India
After India,
and dive
you could
into
head
rich
north
history
to
and
explore
vibrant-
the ancient wonders of Egypt.
From Egypt.
How does
head
that
no,
to
sound?
no, and then after India,
Ah, my
After
mistake.
Egypt,
After
you could head to
you could head
Athens,
north
Greece.
to explore
It's a
the
short
ancient
flight,
wonders of
and you can dive into
How
ancient
then-
history
after
and
Egypt?
modern culture.
After Egypt, you could head to Athens, Greece. It's a short flight,
How-
and you can dive into ancient
All right,
history
here's the
and
list.
modern culture.
Australia,
How about this?
South
Okay.
Africa,
Name-
Antarctica,
simply name the
Argentina,
countries.
Brazil,
Of the
Spain,
whole list, going
France,
from one to the other. Go
Italy,
ahead.
Greece, Egypt, and
All right,
Japan.
here's the list.
Quite the global
Australia,
adventure.
South Africa, Antarctica, Argentina, Brazil, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Egypt, and Japan. Quite the global adventure.
Yup, that was all me.
That's
I
very
crafted the route based
Very-
on efficiency,
very interesting.
exciting
You came up
destinations,
with that
and
yourself.
staying mostly in the
No
southern
one else
hemisphere before heading
No
north.
one helped you.
Ready to tack?
Yup, that was all me. I crafted the route based
Sure
on
thing.
efficiency,
Australia,
exciting destinations,
South Africa,
and staying mostly in the
Antarctica,
southern hemisphere before
Argentina,
heading north.
Brazil,
Ready to tack-
Spain,
Say the whole
France,
list again, but
Italy,
slower.
Greece, Egypt,
Sure thing.
India, and
Australia,
Japan.
South Africa,
Ready to pack?
Antarctica, Argentina, Brazil, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Egypt, India, and Japan. Ready to pack?
Let me see if I got it right. Australia, I'm sorry,
Spain.
New Zealand, Australia, Cape Town, Antarctica,
Italy, Greece.
Buenos Aires, Brazil, Morocco,
Spain.
Morocco, Spain, France,
That's a pretty solid itinerary
London,
with a couple of
London,
extra stops.
Italy,
Ready
Greece,
for an epic global journey?
Egypt, India, Japan. I know I added some more in there, but
Yes, you did.
That's a
Great
pretty
job
solid
keeping track
itinerary.
of all those
Couple of
amazing
extra stops.
destinations.
Ready for an
Ready to
epic
start
global
planning?
journey?
but I named all the ones you named too, right?
Yes, you did. Great job keeping track of all those amazing destinations. Ready to start planning?
The interesting thing you said was from Egypt to India to Japan. My original itinerary, which I have listed out, I haven't.
It
told
is
you in this
an
conversation,
interesting
but
route,
yeah, I-
taking you through diverse cultures and
Explore the
landscapes.
route more north.
From the ancient pyramids of Egypt to the vibrant streets of India and the futuristic skyline of Japan.
It is an interesting route, taking you through diverse cultures and landscapes. From the
You did.
ancient pyramids
Your
of Egypt
original
to the
route was
vibrant
more
streets of
northern,
India,
showcasing
the
different
futuristic skyline
experiences.
of
But
Japan.
I
Both
stayed
plans
more
offer
up north
unique
than my
perspectives
route.
and adventures. Where does your wanderlust lead?
You did. Your original route was more northern, showcasing different experiences. Both plans offer unique perspectives and adventures.
Got
Where
it.
does your
Instead of
wanderlust
showcasing,
Ooh,
how about
don't-
highlighting
don't
different
use that
experiences?
case word. You said showcasing. What's an alternate word instead of showcasing?
Got
If
it.
it's more
Instead of
northern, it would be
showcasing,
focusing
how
on
about
places like
highlighting
Europe,
different experiences?
parts of
Yeah,
Asia,
that sounds good.
and perhaps
Okay, so
North
if
America,
it's more northern,
highlighting cities and landmarks known for their history, culture.
If it's more northern, it would be focusing on places like Europe, parts of Asia,
After Greece,
and perhaps
heading
North
further
America,
north could take you through
highlighting
Eastern
cities
Europe,
and landmarks
exploring
known for their
countries like
history.
Bulgaria,
So if
Romania,
after Greece,
and
where
Hungary,
we go, if it's
each
more
rich in history and culture. How does that sound
After
for a more
Greece,
northern
heading
route?
further north could take you through Eastern Europe, exploring countries like Bulgaria, Romania,
Continuing
and
east from Hungary,
each
you could
rich in
travel through the
history and
diverse landscapes of
How does
Ukraine,
that sound for a more
then into
northern
Russia.
route?
That sounds good,
From
but
there,
then
you
if
could make
go
your way
east-
to Japan, blending Eastern European history
Continuing
with
east
East.
from Hungary, you could travel through the diverse landscapes of Ukraine, then into Russia. From there, you could make your way to Japan, blending Eastern European history.
What happens if instead of
If you want to avoid
Ukraine,
Russia,
went
you could
another
head
east instead
towards
of-
the Baltic states,
instead of
exploring
Russia,
Lithuania,
Belarus,
Latvia, and Estonia.
somewhere else? Somewhere
These
else, but
countries
still in the
boast
middle.
beautiful landscapes.
If you want to avoid Russia, you could head towards the Baltic
More
states.
east. After
exploring
Ukraine, you
Lithuania,
could venture into the
Latvia,
Caucasus
and
region,
Estonia.
exploring Georgia
These countries
and its
boast
rich
beautiful
blend of
But
landscapes.
Eastern
more
European
east.
and Asian cultures. How does that sound?
More east. After Ukraine, you could venture into the Caucasus
From Georgia, heading
exploring
east
Georgia
would lead you
and its
through
rich
Central
blend of
Asia,
Eastern
exploring
European
countries like
cultures.
Azerbaijan
How
and
does
then
that sound?
Kazakhstan,
Sounds good, but
known
then
for their
east from
diverse
there.
landscapes and rich history along the Silk
From
Road.
Georgia,
How about that?
heading east would lead you through Central Asia, exploring countries like Azerbaijan and then
Kazakhstan shares borders
known
with
for their
several
diverse
countries:
landscapes
Russia to
and
the
rich
north,
history
China
along
to the
Silk Road.
east,
How about
Kyrgyzstan
that?
to the southeast,
Places are near
Uzbekistan
Kazakhstan.
to the south, and Turkmenistan to the southwest.
Kazakhstan shares
It's a
borders
region
with
brimming
several
with
countries.
cultural and geographical
Russia to
diversity.
the north, China to the east, Kyrgyzstan to the southeast.
Heading
Uzbekistan
east
to
from
the south,
Kazakhstan,
and
you could
Turkmenistan
explore
to the
Mongolia
southwest.
with its
It's
vast
a
steppes
region
and
brimming
nomadic
with
culture.
cultural and
Or
And then if you go east from there,
head east from Mongolia and you'll reach
Heading
China,
east from
a
Kazakhstan,
vast country
you could
with a
explore
rich history
Mongolia
dating back.
with its vast steppes and nomadic culture.
and then east
From China,
Mongolia.
you can head east to Japan.
Head east from Mongolia and you'll reach China, a vast country with a rich history
and then
dating back.
and then east from China.
From China, you can head east to Japan.
Okay, and then
East to
and then from
China,
Japan,
you find
where
yourself in the
suggest
Pacific
next?
Ocean, eventually reaching Japan, a fascinating mix of ancient traditions and cutting-edge technology. Quite the contrast.
East to China, you find yourself in the
After
Pacific
Japan,
Ocean.
head east across the Pacific to the west coast of North America, maybe starting with the vibrant tech and culture.
And then after Japan, where do you suggest?
Head south from Japan and you'll reach the Philippines, an archipelago known for its stunning beaches, vibrant festivals, and rich cultural tapestry.
What happens if we go south of Japan?
From the Philippines, you could head south to explore Indonesia, an archipelago of over 17,000 islands.
And then from Philippines.
From Indonesia, you can travel south to Australia, offering a mix of unique wildlife, vibrant cities like Sydney and Melbourne, and stunning
And then
natural
after
landscapes.
Indonesia.
What do you think?
From Indonesia, you can travel south
To the west of Australia, you'd find the Indian Ocean and eventually the coasts of Africa, with countries like Madagascar and Mozambique beckoning with their unique
what
cultures
place?
and landscapes. Intriguing, right?
To the west of Australia, you'd find the Indian Ocean and eventually the coasts of Africa, with countries like Madagascar and Mozambique beckoning with their unique cultures and landscapes. Intriguing.
And then
right?
to the Indian Ocean. reaching the eastern coast of
Okay,
Africa.
so you went from,
Quite the journey.
sorry, so we went from Indonesia to
Yes, Madagascar would be a
Australia,
fascinating stop.
and then
It's famous for its unique biodiversity, including lemurs and baobab trees, and has a rich cultural heritage, a true gem in the Indian Ocean.
so Madagascar.
Yes, Madagascar would be a fascinating stop. It's famous for its unique biodiversity, including lemurs and baobab trees, and has a rich cultural heritage, a true gem in the Indian